Yesterday, investigative firm Guidepost Solutions released an independent report on safety and threat assessment at Oxford High School, saying there's room for improvement in certain areas.
Among the findings, Guidepost said Oxford administrators perform more than 300% more searches than other schools of the same size, and they recommend they resume lockdown drills, something the school has not done since the deadly mass shooting in November of 2021.
Joining us now is attorney Ven Johnson, who is representing victims and their families. We want to dig into this. So this is close to 200 pages. You've got a hard copy right here in front of you.
179.
Yeah, important to note, this is about security currently. This did not look at anything from prior to the shooting in late 2021.
Correct. And as my clients would tell you, if your child is dead, or if your child was threatened and your child was in a classroom, would you want to hear about what's in place now and how effective it is? Or who is this for? Why is this coming out? But you guys, what's really the most important to me is even after the new policies and procedures, which were not in effect at the day of the shooting, as you all know, they claim that these are now the new policies. After 2 out of 44 suicide assessments and 3 out of 20 threat assessments with a kid with threatening to hurt other people. Translation, 5 times out of 64. This is after the Oxford shooting. They asked about, do you have a weapon? This is after the shooting. So you want to talk about the new policies and new procedures, which has nothing to do with what happened on the day of the shooting. So why are we talking about it? The answer is because less than 8% of the time after the shooting, that's the only time that you all are asking about whether there's a gun.
So who do you believe this report is for? Why do you think this came out?
Well, it really doesn't matter what I think. I think the evidence is what it proves, and that is it ain't about the kids who were there that day. It's about people who are there now. I understand the concern, but please understand where my clients come from. My clients lost their children. My clients were the ones in the bathroom while one is being murdered and another is watching. My clients are the ones locked in rooms while they thought they were going to be executed. It was just a matter of time until this kid came to them. What does this tell them? And the answer is absolutely nothing. But when you read what they're trying to say, every single thing that they say that this school district should be doing now should have been in place back then and would have saved all of those kids' lives.
Do you think going forward this can help prevent, God forbid, this ever happening again?
No, no. How do you prevent something from happening until you do a review of what happened? If, God forbid, either one of you were involved in a traffic crash, I'll keep it really simple from a personal injury standpoint. You bring me the police report, you guys, and the police report tries to put together exactly what happened. So until that police report is given to me and then we start to review it and take depositions and do evidence-related materials, the fact of the matter is it means nothing. So what happened here, why it comes first, is not about what happened then. In Guidepost, and I'm not trying to dog them, by the way, I'm not saying they're good or bad or otherwise, that'll live and die on what it's designed to do. But all I can tell you is this report has nothing to do with the shooting other than when you actually read it and start talking about what they say should happen now, didn't happen back then a year and a half ago, which would have prevented this tragedy from happening.
Now, Guidepost does say that future reports are coming on what happened before and during the shooting. Do you know anything about that? Why is all of this sort of under wraps? Should we know when future reports are coming and what independent investigations are underway?
What everyone needs to understand is this is a public investigation. No, it's not. No, it's not. Guidepost was hired by who? Oxford Community Schools. Oxford Community Schools should have hired or not hired, should have let Attorney General Nessel do her job when she offered twice within the first few months to do an investigation, quote, for free. Translation, we're not going to charge your insurance company. Guidepost is being paid by Oxford Community Schools or their insurance company to come in 9 months after the fact, guys, 9 months after the fact to try to investigate what happened before. So the fact of the matter is, again, it is what it is, it's not what it's not. These folks didn't come in at ground one, and now, of course, what they have to do is they have to deal with, my clients have lawsuits pending, the school district, clearly, we've sued, and now, by the way, an order's been entered since the last time I was here. We will be appealing to the Michigan Court of Appeals within the next 7 to 10 days. We'll talk about that later. But this is now in full litigation. So Oxford Community Schools delayed, denied, and defended long before hiring this company like they should have.
Well, I find it interesting that the first report that came out is not about what happened prior to. And secondly, I find it interesting that they're recommending that the school resumes lockdown drills. Why are lockdown drills, why have they not taken place since 2021?
Well, yeah, again, I can't answer that, and I agree with you. Why now? Why in this format? But the fact of the matter is, if they simply employed the things that they talked about, the security resource officers, they call it RSO, people with guns, y'all. Security officer with guns. They had 2 of them on staff and a on-duty Oakland County Sheriff deputy, not in the school at the time, but was there, was not involved with Ethan Crumbley at all like he should have been. If you follow this report, that's what should, it doesn't say that's what should have been done 2 years ago. They're saying that's what should be done now. They're also saying search every backpack and every personal property of anybody that's a threat assessment to the school or a suicide threat. That would have been Ethan Crumbley, would have revealed the gun in his backpack. And the third thing that it shows, of course, is that absolutely every single person needs to be asked, are you a threat to yourself? Do you have access to guns? And what we don't know is, what would Ethan Crumbley have said? Would he have lied? Maybe he would have, but you still got to ask and then do the search anyway. Had any one of those 3 things happened and more that this report talks about, it would have been absolutely prevented. This shooting would never have occurred.
All right. Ven Johnson, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, those future reports, we will be awaiting to see what they say, and we will talk to you again with your case as you continue the appeals process.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.